Good morning and welcome. My name is Sandra. My channel is called Sussex Sandra, and welcome. How are we all doing? Are we all doing all right? We are? Yes? Good, that's what I like to hear. So this morning I would like to bring you one of my favourite products. I have talked about this product many times before. It's a range of products from one of my favourite hair treatment brands, and it's from Anacatelos. Yes, Anacatelos, you've heard me talk about them before. Before I go any further, I will say that this video is sponsored by Anacatelos, so I'm just declaring that straight away. What it is that I'm going to give you a little bit of background history here so we know what we're talking about. And whilst I'm talking, I can just continue doing my hair because, as you can see, my hair is in a bit of a mess. So let's think. So a couple of years ago, there used to be a subscription box called CosBox. So it was a UK box, it was black owned. They used to come out every couple of months. I think they cost at the time around £30, £35. I think it was. I think they cost about that every couple of months. And they used to have a range of products in there. And it was really good because they used to bring lots of sort of unique products in, not just the regular Palmers. Because it seems like every time a new box comes out, they always have a few things in there from Palmers. And there's nothing wrong with Palmers products, but I just kind of get a little bit sick of seeing that. I want to see more unique things in there, things that we haven't seen before from any other brands. So they had some really good products in there, and one month one of the products they had in the box was from these guys, Anacatelos, and it was the Ultimate Growth Serum, hair growth serum. And I was like, oh, okay, let's try this out. So I was intrigued in trying it out. I didn't really think anything was going to happen because I've tried so many different things in the past and nothing's happened. And I've spent some money on products, trust me, and they've done absolutely nothing. So I should tell you what my issues are, shouldn't I? So for those of you who are regular viewers of my channel, you know that I've got rheumatoid arthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis is an autoimmune disease. So basically with me, what it does, because there are lots of different autoimmune diseases, this one is very similar to lupus, but there's like a couple of enzyme differences in there, but it's kind of very similar to lupus. So with this particular autoimmune disease, rheumatoid arthritis, my antibodies attack me. So they can't discern what is good and what is bad in my system. So they see anything floating around in my body and it's like, yeah, let's attack it. So that's all the good stuff. So they'll attack things that help my heart to beat. They attack things that help my lungs to go in and out. They attack things that help my kidney to detoxify and to work, purify my body. They attack my liver, which kind of helps the spleen do all of its stuff. It just attacks everything. So and it attacks all the joints, particularly the joints. That's where it really affects people with rheumatoid arthritis. So all the cells that work around your joints, it starts to crumble them and they start to fail. And then what tends to happen is that your joints start to get disjointed and your fingers will start to get crooked, wrists will swell, ankles will swell, your toes get crooked, and that's what started happening to me. So this was, oh god, we're talking about sort of 25, nearly 30 years ago really. So I was suffering for quite a few years before I actually got formally diagnosed. And when I used to go to my doctors, the doctors I used to have when I was living in London, they were crap. It was typical doctor's practice. You go in, they don't even look at you. You walk in, say that you're having problems with walking, you've got lots of pain in your joints. They don't even look at you. They just like write a prescription for prednisolone or some other steroid and out the door. You're in and out with 5-10 minutes. And no, the steroids helped. They numbed the pain. They literally numbed the pain. They didn't do anything to help or treat or manage. They just numbed the pain. So you carry on functioning, and then what you normally do, you sort of carry on working through and managing it because you're not in pain anymore, but whilst you're doing that you're actually still damaging your body even worse. And with steroids, what was happening, I was on steroids for about a couple of years, and in that couple of years I put on about 5 stone in weight because it leaves you with a feeling of feeling hollow. You're always feeling hungry. So I think it was about 5.5 stones I put on in 2 years. So that obviously led to depression and all sorts of things, and I started to feel stressed and everything was too much. So in the end I basically got to a point, cut a long story short, it got to a point where I couldn't function anymore. I was having difficulty in moving. Sometimes I couldn't even get out of bed. And one particular morning, I literally could not move out of bed. I couldn't get out. I was in so much pain. I couldn't move my legs. I couldn't do anything. I was just in so much pain. I was panicking because I didn't know what was happening. I actually thought I was becoming paralyzed. It was so bad. So that day, what happened was we had private medical insurance, so we just rung up and they said come in straight away, which was fantastic. So we went to they put me, I don't know how they did it, they put me through to the right person straight away, but I suppose that's the benefits of private medicine. Saw the consultant and he said, okay, I'm going to take some blood tests, I'll give you the results by tomorrow. We got home. My husband literally had to carry me out to the car because I couldn't walk. So got to the car, got home, spent the rest of the day in bed. Literally the next morning, very early, they called and said, okay, you've got rheumatoid arthritis. Can you afford to continue private treatment? And we were like, no, not really. So he just said, right, okay, right, what you can do then. I have a clinic at the hospital. It was called, we used to call it Park Royal Hospital, but it was Central Middlesex Hospital. I've got a clinic there. Come in and just say that you're waiting to see me. So he gave the doctor consultant's name and it says, don't worry, they're gonna do their normal triage and stuff because they've got to do that, but you know, I will let my team know that you're coming, so as soon as they see your name they'll know to come and get you. So I went to the hospital, they did the usual triage. That always takes like a good hour and a half to do all of that stuff, and then one of his team members came, so Mrs. Cartwright, and I was like, yes. It's like, okay. And we went up and he came and met me, took me to the ward, admitted me, and that was it. So from then I was in there for about a week whilst he sort of did all the blood tests and all these various things, and after that I put on a cocktail of treatment. I didn't realise at the time how much this medicine costs, because he put me on some really special stuff to get me through the first couple of months. This stuff, it was a fortune. Anyway, put me on that. So I was being treated by him. I was under his care for about a year, and towards the end of that time he sort of introduced me to a new lot of medication that had sort of come over from America. They tested it in America, apparently they tested it with NASA and all this sort of stuff, and they said, okay, it's been given approval over here and this is what I'm going to put you on. So there's a whole various lot of stuff, so including Methotrexate, which is a what do you call it, it's like a mild chemotherapy. You know what chemotherapy does, doesn't it? It makes you lose your hair. Included hydroxychloroquine. We've heard of hydroxychloroquine, a lot of people have heard of it now. It's an anti-malarial drug, but it's also good, it works with other products as well. It's just it's a great generalist kind of drug that works well with other things to make them more effective. All sorts of other stuff as well. So it's a whole collection of drugs that I was put on, but some of the side effects would be hair loss, dry throat, eyesight failing, all sorts of things. So they did say, okay, so they gave me, folic acid was given as well, vitamin D was given. So vitamin D helps well to maintain your bone structure, keratin, proteins in your hair, which helps prevent as much as possible hair loss. You know, folic acid again helps to prevent hair loss as well. Vitamin B complex, you know what folic acid is. So it's given all of this stuff, but still I did, my hair completely changed after that. I never had very thick hair. I've never had that. It's not in my family on both sides. None of my family on either side has got thick hair. But my hair was normal, but my hair started to become really, really thin, and then I started to get bald patches in just certain places, like here, and a patch at the back here, and my temples completely bald. When I say completely bald, not like a little bit of thinness, it was just bald. It was like just skin, clean skin. And I became embarrassed, because you do, you know, we're women. No, I became embarrassed. So no, I used to wear weaves, and when I used to wear a weave, I used to always make sure I had a bang that came down over my face, or I'd have a fringe like that. So my weave styles were always like that. I stopped wearing weaves because I just felt it was pulling too much, especially when the people used to braid my hair. I used to feel that it was pulling too much of my hair, and I didn't think that was helping my hair follicles. You know, I'd heard of alopecia, traction alopecia, so I was really worried about that. I mean, my hair was already damaged. I had no hair here anyway. I was worried about what was where my hair growth started, like sort of back here, because it was bald, literally going back towards there. So it was like all that was bald. So I was worried that all this would start to go as well. So I stopped wearing wigs and started going to wigs instead. So when I started doing YouTube, I think those of you who've seen my videos going back sort of 4 years, yeah, first 2 years of me on YouTube, you would have seen me wearing wigs all the time, all different colours, or bob style wigs, because that's what I did. I wore wigs, and I used to plait my hair at night time and put the wigs on, and that was it. I would never go out in public with my natural hair like this, never, because I was bald, literally bald. So going forward now, when I got this product in the box, I thought, well, they say it's a growth serum, so obviously still fairly desperate, still willing to try anything. Saw that in the box, I was very keen to use it, so I started to apply this, a couple of drops in these areas 3-4 times a week. You know, I usually did it at night time. As I was plaiting my hair at night time, I would put a few drops, and within, I would say, about 4 to 6 weeks, I started to see just little bumps of hair started. It looked really weird, but little bumps of hair just coming up around here. And I was like, oh my god, I think I'm starting to get hair growth. You know you're not certain, but I was starting to get hair growth. So sort of 6 weeks in, 8 weeks in, definitely started to get the hair growing up. So it was just like a short fuzz of hair all along my sides here. What was funny was, because I was always dyeing my hair, you know, it's grey, I was starting to get grey, so I was dyeing my hair usually sort of a dark brown or a dark burgundy sort of colour. So the new growth that was coming through was just totally grey, as in white grey, so it stood out a lot. But you know what, I didn't care. I was having hair growing at the sides. So I did a review video of talking about particularly just this product alone, and I kind of raved about it because I was just so impressed with it. So it's my first video on it, and did that. And I did so on Instagram, sort of did my little thumbnail picture on Instagram, did the @Anacatelos @Cosbox, because I was just so impressed. So Anacatelos got in touch with me and they said, look, watched your video, thank you very much. Would you like to work with us? So this is like a couple of years ago, and I was like, yeah, definitely, baby, because I get contacted by all kinds of companies. Honestly, I've been contacted by some companies, just even some strange, wonderful things. Some companies that want me to promote shower heads, things for wheel tires, as well as sort of beauty products things as well, all sorts of products that give claims to all sorts of things. And let's just say I don't always say yes, because I don't want to sort of just be seen as basically as a shill, just someone who just promotes stuff just to get freebies. And even if they're offering payment, I mean, some of them were saying they would give you payment for how much you sell. So like you get a commission from how much you sell, or they would give you a small advance payment and then they give you a percentage on top of how much you sell. But I didn't believe in the products, and if I know it's not a product that I'm going to be using and on a permanent basis, then I don't want to do it. It's just not me. So I know there's lots of people who do that, and that's great, because that's kind of one of the advantages of doing YouTube. You can get incomes from other sources. So people start off doing YouTube, but then income comes in from all kinds of different sources. I'm not about that. I've never been about that. For me, YouTube has always been about sharing my experiences with other people like myself, other ordinary women like myself. So I've never done that. But when Anacatelos reached out to me, I was all up for it, because I was already using the product. I'd already ordered my second bottle. So what they did, they sent me a bottle again of this, and they introduced me to a second product. And the second product they introduced me to was this. So this is their Ultimate Scalp Optimizer. Yeah, you see that? So this is like a balm. And how this is like a product that kind of cleanses and clarifies your hair follicles, and it stimulates them to behave how they should do. So it really treats your scalp, brings your scalp to a healthy condition. So I would say, if you've got, I'm going to give this as an example because I know it's worked for my sister. So my sister's got very dry scalp. My sister suffers from really, really dry skin. So like where I've got very oily face and everything. My rest of my body is dry. Rest of my body is normal. My back is extremely dry. You've heard me talk about having to use spray oils and things for my back. My sister has got very dry skin all over, bordering on the point of, I mean, I think she's got psoriasis, but she's never gone and got it diagnosed. So, you know, I've introduced her to things like African soap, black soap, and that helps a lot for sort of a body wash and stuff. But she's never really resolved her issue for her scalp. So I gave her a tub of this, and I had half a bottle of this left. And I said, right, take these two, see how you get on with it, because I had spares in my room. So she took them off. Didn't really hear anything from her, but then I noticed, because I occasionally, sort of every other week, I kind of sort of wash her hair, wash my niece's hair, do them all. I just do all of their hairs together. I usually just have a big hair day every couple of weeks. So I was doing her scalp, and I noticed that her scalp didn't have the dry patches, because with my sister, what was happening is that her skin was so dry in areas that it was almost sort of blackened in certain areas. It's really dry, looks really scaly, almost looked almost scarred in some places. That's how dry it was. So when I was doing her hair that weekend, I was doing her scalp, parting it, and I was like, your scalp looks good, it looks normal. And she says, yeah, oh yeah, those products you gave me, they really work. Didn't say nothing to me, just really casual. Yeah, they really work. I said, but you've got no dryness here, there's nothing here at all. Your hair, did you just wash your hair or something? She said, yeah, I washed it a couple of days ago. And I said, you've just been using this? And she said, yeah, I put it in my scalp sort of 2-3 times a week. And this as well, 2-3 times a week. Her scalp, so she'd had it at that point, she'd been using it for about a month. Her scalp just looked normal. It literally just looked normal. And I was like, Christine, why didn't you tell me? It's like, oh yeah, I keep forgetting. But I was just like, flipping heck, this stuff is amazing. So I know that it works for people who have got really, really dry scalp conditions. Apparently they say that it works for people who've got oily conditions or any kind of scalp conditions, but all I can say, I can only verify it for my sister and the very dry scalp condition. I think for me, what it's done for me, it's just made my hair healthy. I would say now that my hair is just normal and it's just healthy. It's still never going to be as thick as I would like it to be, but it's never been in my family to do that. It's not as thick as it was when I was in my 20s and my early 30s, before the hair loss started. But I say my hair is now normal and healthy. I have got no complaints about my hair at all. It's growing at a normal rate, which is something I didn't have before, because I was always getting massive hair loss. Nothing, my hair is just normal. Wash it, normal hair sort of shedding, nothing unusual at all. It's just a pleasure to have normal hair. I know it sounds like, especially if you're younger and if you haven't got any health conditions, but when you kind of go through the kind of trauma that I went through with my hair, it's a big deal. And I'm actually terrified to not have these two products at hand all the time. Absolutely terrified, and that's me being deadly serious. I love these two products. But what I've kind of, and I know this because I knew this like last year, I know that I wasn't using this product properly, because you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to use it every day, a couple of drops every day in the most affected areas. I think it's every day, and you're supposed to use it 2 drops, so in the morning and at night. I didn't do that. I just did it at night time 2, 3, 4 times a week, and that's it. So that's going to be another part of my video. But what I basically want to say to you guys is, look, if you know you've got hair concerns, doesn't matter what the hair concerns are, give these guys a try. Give these products a try. So you've got the Ultimate Hair Growth Serum. This will look after your hair, any hair growth concerns you've got, or just any hair condition concerns you have. Try these products. It's twice a day, a couple of drops in the areas where you're most concerned, or I'll just say just put it all over your scalp and massage it in twice a day. Try it out for sort of 4 to 8 weeks and see what the difference it makes. Then you've got the Scalp Optimizer Balm. So this is good if you've got very dry hair, afro hair. I mean, we're used to using products, I'll show you what it looks like. We're used to using products like this anyway, which is kind of sort of texture. It's like a balm. It's very light, and you just put it in your scalp. It leaves a very tingly effect, tingly, fresh effect. Not burning, not like some of these lip plumping products I've tried in the past. Just a tingling effect, and it's just basically stimulating your scalp follicles to do whatever they need to do. So that's that. But if you're scared of using a product like this because you think it's going to be too greasy or too heavy on your hair, which I expect it probably would be if you're sort of more Caucasian, you've got more Caucasian hair. So I would say if you're white, Asian, that sort of thing, and you've got long straight hair or just type 1, type 2 hair. I hate using that type 1, type 2 system, but people kind of understand it now. So if you've got straight hair or slight curl kind of thing, rather than the curly hair of type 3, type 4, then I would say go to the Scalp Tonic. So it's liquid like that. You can see my one is nearly finished. You can see what's left in there. I'd say use this. So this does exactly the same thing as the balm, but it's more suitable for people with the type 1, type 2 hair, so straighter haired people. It's light, and I think how you best use it is you're supposed to don't trust what I'm saying here. You might just have to go to the website and see how you should be using it. I would say go to the website, see how you should be using it, because there are people who give testimonies on the website. But I think how they use it at night time, leave it in overnight, and they wash it out in the morning when they wash their hair in the morning. And this will stimulate your scalp. So how I've seen this work for people with sort of type 1, type 2 hair, I think as we age, hair does thin, and you know, if you part your hair, you can see that the gaps are a little bit wide, it's a little bit thin, it doesn't look thick and healthy as we like. And what this does is just basically, it just thickens up your hair and encourages growth. So it's all of that. So this is great for that. And again, I would say use these products whatever combination you want, so this combination or that combination or 3. Use this up to 2 months and then see how you get on. Right now on Anacatelos, they've got their end of summer sale, which is fabulous. I'll put pictures and things up on the side here. They've got a fabulous sale on right now. So if I give, and you can buy bundles. I always say buy the bundles. This is a really good time to stock up for yourself, stock up for gifts, people you know who are having a few little concerns. You know, your girlfriend might share with you that, you know, she's not happy about her hair. As a Christmas gift, give her these. You know, give her these. She'll forever be grateful. Right, so if I'm just going to have a quick look at the site. So the site at the moment, they've got the sale on. So they've got these bundles. So you can, this normally costs £30 by itself. If you were to buy a double of these, instead of, the double of this would normally cost £50. So it's £10 cheaper than buying 2 separately. But at the moment, they're doing the bundle, the 2 of these, so they're calling it a fortifying duo for £40. So you're actually saving £20 if you buy now in the sale. I think this sale is going on for a week. So that's an example of a bundle. Let's have a quick look and see what else they've got. You can get a bundle with all 3 of these products, and you can get they call it the maximising trio. So 3 of these is £40. That's good value. That's very good value. You can buy this and the Ultimate Growth Serum, so 2 of these together for £32, which is really good. Considering this normally costs £30 by itself, so buying 2 of them for £32, that's a good deal. You can buy these 2 together for £32. So those are the 3 bundles, I believe, plus the fortifying duo. So it's worthwhile doing. So if you want to stock up or want to try these products, this is a good time to do it. Yeah, so the sale, get on the website now, it's all available. So that's the kind of second thing I really wanted to tell you about. So about the sale, get on there now, get your products. Good time to do it. The third thing I wanted to do was, so that was the first thing I wanted to tell you about. So the sale, get over there now, try the products out, stock stock up if you're using them already. You know, it's just a good time to get it and to try these products out. I know I go on about these products a lot. I seem to I do feel like I do this like every couple of months, but I love working with these people. I love the products have worked for me, so I'm hoping that it will work for you guys as well. I really do hope it works for you guys as well. And if it does, share it, let everybody know. Post on Instagram, let the company know. Post some pictures, let them know, because I think the more testimonies they get, it will get out there, because there's so many products that claim they do things for your hair and they do jack. Let's be honest, they do jack, and they're not cheap. They're really not cheap. I can't tell you how much I've invested in products over the years. I really can't tell you how much I've invested in products who claim they'll do this, they'll do that, and they've done nothing. So, you know, I ended up spending loads of money on things like wigs and weaves, and you know, a decent wig or weave doesn't cost much either, and you're replacing that every 2 months. So I'd rather spend the money and look after my natural hair. Thanks very much. But there you go. So that's those. That's the first thing. The second thing is, God, I'm starting to sweat. I should put my fan on. I put on today the foundation, which I haven't worn for a while. It's the NYX Born to Glow foundation. You remember I did a review of that maybe a couple of years ago? I forgot how good it was. It's really nice, but it's probably not suitable for warm weather. It's probably more for winter foundation, but I like it. It just gives a kind of natural glow, but when you're oily like me and sweat, probably not the best. But yeah, that's what I've got on today. Anyway, tangent. Right, the second thing I want to tell you about is a giveaway, because of course, how can I not do a giveaway? So again, I'm working with Anacatelos to do a giveaway, and we're going to do it exactly like how we did the last one. So this time, all I want you to do is, okay, obviously the first couple of things, make sure you're subscribed to my channel and make sure you're a public subscriber. Right, that's out of the way, so subscribe. But the most important thing I need you to do here is, number one, you need to follow Anacatelos on Instagram. So you need to do that, right? Follow me as well on Instagram. I must admit, I'm not fantastic on Instagram, but I'm trying to be better. I really am trying to be better. But follow Anacatelos on Instagram. That's kind of really important. Second thing you need to do is leave a comment down below. Just leave a comment. You can say why you want to try this product, but you know, just leave a comment down below. So you need to be subscribed to my channel so I can check that you are a subscriber. Make sure your settings are on public. So subscribe to my channel. Number two, leave a comment down below. But in your comment, if you want to be entered into this giveaway, please put the pick me emoji. I'll put a picture of what it looks like. You can get it in all different colours as well. So you can use a standard Simpsons yellow one, or you could do one to suit more of your skin tone. Don't really care what you do. But it's that pick me emoji. So put that in there. But you must put your Instagram handle on there, because that's how we're going to verify that it's you that's following the Anacatelos. Yeah, so if you put your Instagram handle here and then follow Anacatelos, we can match the two. Because then what I'll do, I'll give them a list of people that have given an Instagram handle. I'll confirm that they're subscribed to my channel, and then then Anacatelos will look to see if you followed them on their channel, and then if you have, they will pick who the winner is going to be. Yeah, so that's why those things are important. Follow me, make sure you're public, put your pick me emoji, and put your Instagram handle. If you haven't got an Instagram handle, then I'm afraid you can't enter the competition. I'm sorry, it's just one of the things that we're doing, because that's how they're picking their winners. So you've got to be able to follow them on Instagram. Yeah, so there's that. This competition is going to be lasting about a week, so I think it's about the length of the time the sale's going on, so it's about a week. And then they will pick their winners from there. You know, all this time I'm talking and I've stopped combing my hair. I'm supposed to be combing my hair. So that's the second thing. Yeah, so we've got the giveaway going. I really need to get my hair trimmed again. I tried trimming my hair myself, probably about, find a natural hairdresser, but there's nothing down here in Sussex. That means I need to go into South London and see if I can find someone who I can trust, who can do my hair. Just trim my hair, shape it up, give me a washing treatment, that sort of thing. I'll find someone. There's a salon I used to go to back in the day with my daughter, Heiko, so I wonder if they're still available. Anyway, go off on a tangent again. So there's that. So that's the second thing. And the third thing I want to do is a bit of a challenge. I'm going to give myself a challenge as well here. So as I said, I haven't been using the product properly. I really haven't been using the product properly at all. I still only apply it sort of maybe 2-3 times a week, and I do it once. So what I want to do is over the next 6 weeks to 8 weeks, I want to use the products properly. I think I've been using them as if it's just maintenance, because I'm kind of happy with where I am, but there's still room for improvement. So yes, I've got hair growth here. You can see all the grey coming through here on my sides again. It's still thin, but I have got hair here now, whereas, you know, going back, let me bring you in closer so you can see. Going back a few years, the baldness went back to about here. So this was all just clean and bald. So here, there's been good hair growth. Here, still hair growth, but it hasn't really got much more than that, to be honest. So on this side as well, same thing. So here, there's hair growth, but it hasn't really thickened up and done what the rest of my hair has done. But it's still nowhere near as bad as it was prior to starting using this. I don't know why, because it seems like if you go back to here, I've got good hair growth here, so this all just matches in straight with the rest of my hair, but for some reason just this little area hasn't recovered as much as the rest has. So before, as I said, it literally went back to about here where I was completely bald. So it's just this area now, but still I would like to see if I can really work on these areas and get them to match the rest. So what I'm going to do over the next 6 to 8 weeks is just really properly, twice a day, morning and night, put a couple of drops on in here, massage it in, and see if there's any difference over the next 6 to 8 weeks. I mean, I don't know why these areas haven't recovered like the rest. I mean, I've got hair there now, but just hasn't recovered the rest. So I don't know if it's a medical thing or not. I don't know. But I want to see if this can overcome the challenge if I start using it properly. Twice a day, every day, 4 to 6 weeks. I've got plenty of the drops here, so it's not like I'm short. So I've got enough for 2 months. So that's going to be my challenge to myself. And I would like to ask any of you who have got these products as well, if you would like to join me in the challenge as well. So if you've got the products, start now. Do a before and after picture. If you're the winner of the giveaway, you probably won't receive your products probably until for another 2 weeks, because this giveaway is going to be lasting a week. They'll get the products sent out to you the following week. So yeah, you won't be able to start until 2 weeks later. So you'll only have 6 weeks, but I would love if you could sort of identify the areas where you want to see the improvement in. So whoever the winner ends up being, I will announce who the winner is as well. I'll put it on Instagram who the winner is. And then if you could do a before and after picture and then show what your results are, I would love to do that. So that's the challenge I'm giving myself for the next 2 months. So where are we now? Call it beginning of September. So end of October, beginning of November, I'll come back and we'll see if there's been any improvement. So let's have a look here so you can have a quick look what it looks like at the moment. So that's there. And then on this side here. Yeah, so let's start. Let's do the... So I haven't put any on today yet, which is bad. It is liquidy, guys. So do that. Tingle, tingle, tingle. And then a couple of drops. So this bottle's nearly finished. So yeah, I think I put a little bit too much of the Scalp Optimizer in. It's almost like a soap there, but it's alright. It will all absorb in. You literally only do need a couple of drops, but me being a heavy-handed person that I am, way too much. Alright, so tingle, tingle, tingle. Okay, so that's it. That's my dose for this morning, and I'll do some again tonight. So I'm starting now with my challenge, and yeah, we'll come back in a couple of months and see how we're going. Now, if I can, I'll do a 4 week to see if there's any difference there. I mean, my hair's growing again. It just needs a good trim. Right, so there you go, guys. Right, so 3 things. Number 1, sale, Anacatelos sale. Hop over to this site, pick up a bundle. Honestly, picking up a bundle is much better value. Depending on what your hair type is. If you've got straight Caucasian hair, I would say, I'm just recommending what you do what you want. I would say pick up these two products, so the Scalp Optimizer Tonic and the Ultimate Hair Growth Serum. If you've got sort of more afro hair, type 3, type 4 hair, I would say you could pick up these two if you want. You could pick up these two if you want, the balm, or pick up all three. Where this comes in useful, especially for us with type 3, 4 hairs, if we're wearing braids or a weave or anything like that, because then you can just use a nozzle to go in between. Yeah, so that's number one. Go over to their sale, do that. Number two is the giveaway. So yeah, the giveaway, the giveaway is lasting this week. Put your comment down below, pick your my little emoji, put that in there, and put your Instagram handle. Make sure you're a subscriber to my channel. So that's number two. And number three is my 6-8 week challenge to see if I can make any improvements to this part of my temple. I suppose, yeah, it's my temple, isn't it? See if I can make any improvements to those areas of my hair, because I don't know why they didn't pick up like the rest of it did, but let's see. If I do it properly, using the products twice a day, let's see if there's any difference. Wow, it really is tingly. It's just a very fresh feeling in your scalp. Alright guys, that's it. I will leave you to it. Have a great weekend, bank holiday weekend. Yeah, we get 3 days off, and I will see you very soon. And good luck to all of you who decide to enter the giveaway. Alright, I will see you soon. Coming up very soon with my FabFitFun video. Take care. See you soon. Bye.